Dear viewers, share market or mutual fund, which is better? From where you can earn best return? So these are the questions that comes into the mind of many investors. In this video, I'll answer everything on it, the advantages and disadvantages of share market and mutual fund both. Moreover, many investors who prefer to invest both in share market and mutual fund often get confused like how much of my portfolio will be allocated toward mutual fund and how much towards share market. You'll get the answer in this video as well. I'm Prasenjit Paul, author of the best-selling book How to Avoid Loss and Earn Consistently in the Stock Market, which is still the highest rated book written by any Indian author in the stock market, and I am also actively investing in the stock market since 2010. So let's start with the mutual fund versus share market. So the major difference, first thing you need to understand between share market and mutual fund is that in share market you need to do your own research, you need to study the company at yourself and then select or then invest, buy or sell shares. But in mutual fund what happens is like you are just hand over your fund to a fund manager who is more experienced than you. So you are just handing over that fund and that fund manager is investing or managing that fund as per his wish. He can buy, sell shares, gold, bond, whatever he wish. So this is the major difference. Now let's come with the advantages and disadvantages of both shares and mutual fund. So let's talk about the advantages of direct equity or direct share market investing. The first major advantage is complete control of yourself. It simply means that you can buy or sell any shares of your choice. It means you can invest in large cap, mid cap, small caps, micro caps, whatever you wish. But that is not true with the mutual fund. And second thing is you can also buy, sell, entry, exit anytime you want because your fund remains on complete your control. The second advantage of shares is that the share market direct equity investing can offer highest possible return if you can research properly. So I have personally also earned more than 10 times return from a stock, and a detailed video with proof is also available in the YouTube. The link of the video is in the description. And remember, that proof is not just based on some screenshot or anything that can be modified by anyone. No, I have shared the proof from official BSE India website, which nobody can alter it, right? Like from the stocks, Chemcrux, Lancer Container, you can check the shareholding pattern of this company's BSE announcement from the shareholding pattern. You can simply find my name and you can realize that I have also earned more than 10 times return from Chemcrux, more than 6 times from Lancer, and apart from these two stocks, I have discovered many other shares over the last 10-11 years and earned this kind of return. So it is possible. Not only these shares, even if you look at the overall market, there are many shares, those generated 10 times, 15 times or maybe 20 times return over a period of 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So it means as you have a complete control on the share market, you can invest in any shares. Share market is the only place that can offer highest possible return among any asset class, provided you have sufficient knowledge, experience and execution capabilities. Now, what are the disadvantages of the share market? The only disadvantage of share market is that without proper knowledge and without proper execution capability, you have to suffer loss in the stock market. See, without any knowledge, if you can just randomly pick few shares, obviously you can gain money. Obviously you can make profit in few instances, but without proper knowledge and without proper execution planning over a longer period, over 2-3 years, you must have to suffer loss. That is proved. Like you can check with any of your friends, or even you can realize that very easily that without proper knowledge and experience and execution capability in share market, there is a very high probability of loss compared to the mutual fund. This is why what I always recommend, if you are looking for direct equity investment, first invest in knowledge. In my website, I have designed a course in very simple language wherein first you can select, you can screen the good quality shares out of 5,000 listed companies. Not only that, with any company, I have offered a pre-formatted Excel sheet. Using that Excel sheet, you can check the fundamental strength of any company within just 5 to 6 minutes. Why it is important? Because if you find a strong company based on those criteria, such companies will correct less despite the market correction. You will find there are two types of companies. One set of companies, those correct huge even with small market correction, and there are another type of companies, those didn't correct much despite the market correction and the first to recover after the market correction. So once you know the fundamental strength, the good quality company as per those Excel sheet, you will find those companies will correct less during market correction. So whether you are a long-term investor or a swing trader or a medium-term investor, whatever you are, this course is highly beneficial for you, because in very easy language I have, with all the practical insights, it's not only definition and all, with all practical insights from my experience, I have offered you how you can easily find a strength of any company with investing just 5 to 6 minutes. So you can check out the course, link is on the card and also in the description box. So that's about the advantage and disadvantages of the share market. Now let's come into the mutual fund. The first advantage of mutual fund is, like, say for example, you are a busy professional or a business person. You don't have enough time to learn, or you are not, interested in learning or can't devote enough time. On that case, in mutual fund can be a very good option, because on mutual fund someone else is managing your money. Number two, the second advantage of mutual fund is, say for example, you are a very small investor. You are planning to invest only 500 or 1000 every month. Now with 500 or 1000 rupees, you will find difficulties in investing in good quality stocks. Just for example, Reliance Industries is traded at 2500, Britannia is one shares cost like 3500 to 4000, Maruti Suzuki single share 7000. So lot of companies are there having the single share price 2000, 3000, 10,000. Nestle India, the price of Nestle share is around 18,000 to 20,000 kind of level. So if you have only 500 or 1000 rupees to invest every month, then you can't invest on those shares, but that is possible with mutual fund. For example, if you are investing in Nifty 50 index fund, what is happening there? Fund manager is collecting 500, 1000, 1500 from thousands of investors, and that accumulated fund is getting invested in all the 50 companies, and then you are getting a part of it. You are getting a unit of mutual fund. So it means with just 500 or 1000 or 2000, you can actually take position, indirectly take position on 30, 40, 50 or a large number of shares. That's only possible via mutual fund. What are the disadvantages of mutual fund? The first disadvantage is you have no control on your investment. It simply means, suppose you realize that a particular small company, microcap company or small cap company have good potential. You can't invest on that company via mutual fund, because mutual fund house can't invest in low volume stocks where the volume is low. They have some criteria. Unless the stock has enough volume or enough market capitalization, the rules won't allow the mutual fund manager to invest on such stocks. So as you have noticed that all these small companies, those generated 10, 15, 20 times kind of return. So the small companies turned big. On that time, these companies generate 50, 20 times kind of return. So such things generally is not possible on the mutual fund. The second disadvantage is mutual fund managers often try to play safe. Why? The reason is simple. See, mutual fund managers, they are earning few lakhs of salary, and they must be concerned to protect their job first. And this is why the target of mutual fund is just to beat the benchmark and to protect the investors' money. It means their primary target is so that the fund house shouldn't suffer a big loss. So this is why they can't take position on small cap, micro cap, low volume stocks, so that the overall fund can't suffer a huge volatility. And just because of this, you will find maximum fund house portfolio contains well-known popular shares like Reliance, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank. You won't find any small cap, micro cap names in the mutual fund portfolio. So as the primary target is to play safe on the mutual fund, this is why mutual fund often offers the return which is similar to the market. Their primary target is to beat the benchmark. Benchmark means like the Nifty index return, Sensex return, or the mid cap index return kind of. So this is why you can't expect market beating huge return from the mutual fund, because in mutual fund the target is to keep the volatility, the ups and downs at the minimum possible level. Remember, it doesn't necessarily mean that if you choose any random mutual fund it must generate profit. No. So even in mutual fund, minimum amount of study is required. Moreover, another problem in mutual fund is if you invest in mutual fund via agents or via bank, then if you find that is a regular mutual fund, then the expense ratio or the cost of investing is very high. Why? Because the agent or bank will get commission from the fund house themselves, and this is why such regular mutual fund have high expense ratio, which will affect the return. So just check your mutual fund investment after against the any mutual fund name. If it is written regular, then the expense ratio is high, you are earning low return. This is why I always recommend to invest in direct mutual fund where the expense ratio is low, where there is no middleman, you are directly investing via the fund house. There is also a course in my website wherein you can select the best mutual fund by yourselves using the free tools available, and the course price is only 1,499. With just 1,500 investment you can save few lakhs of amount just by switching to direct mutual fund and selecting the best mutual fund by yourself without relying on free tips or any advice from agents, banks, etc., etc. So that is about the advantages and disadvantages of share market and mutual fund. Now the final question, like if you are investing in both mutual fund and share market, what will be your allocation ratio? How much of your portfolio can be invested on mutual fund and how much on the share market? See, you need to remember a very simple rule. That rule is, if you are giving priority on safety on the investment, say for example you are investing for your retirement planning, and on that retirement planning you know that you can't expect or you can't afford a lot of volatility, so on that case mutual fund is a good option, because normally mutual fund investment are less volatile in nature. So if you have some kind of fixed goal or some kind of fixed target where you can't afford lots of ups and downs, then mutual fund would be the best. But if you can afford the volatility, if you are ready to experience the ups and downs for the highest possible return, then share market is for you. So out of your portfolio, say for example, if your portfolio value is 10 lakhs, out of 10 lakhs, I mean out of 100%, you can, if you are ready that you know that okay, 60% of my portfolio I can ready to afford the volatility, so 60% can be on the direct stock investment, and the 40% which serves for your some fixed goal like retirement planning or house purchase, any kind of fixed sort of goal target. So on that part you can opt for the mutual fund investment. Apart from that, there are many insightful videos on share market and mutual fund available in my YouTube channel. If you want to get those videos, you just need to subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon. If you find the video helpful, make sure to click on the like button and share this video with your friends and family. I'll come with another insightful video on some other day. Till then, happy investing and stay safe.